Good morning, everybody. We are in the studio today with Junior Service League of Beaufort, JSLB for short. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
We've got Abigail and Diana here with us today. What are y'all respective titles?
So I am the 2022-2023 president.
Okay.
And I am the 2022-2023 financial vice president, or just fancy term for treasurer.
Okay, that works. Now, you guys changed every year. Every fiscal year, or is it a calendar year?
Yeah, so the Junior Service Lead is operating from September to May.
Okay.
And so during that lead year, there's a new board every year.
Got it.
Some girls do decide to stay or continue on, but it usually does change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a hard transition to change from one position, if you will, to the other? Is it a small learning curve?
Well, I think at least for Abigail's position, it might be a little bit easier because she, the vice president or the president-elect is what we call it, will transition from that to the president.
Okay.
So
it's a
you
step
have
up.
to be a president-elect in order to transition up to
Understood.
that.
Okay, yeah, so you're not just thrown into that position.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
you have
Thank
some
goodness.
preparation.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then I'll let Diana speak to this, but like Diana's actually been on the board more than once in different roles, so she
Okay.
has a little bit
Yeah.
of experience in different roles.
I originally did member at large, which is the voice for like the active members to the board.
Okay.
So if they have any issues that they want to bring up, they bring it to the member at large,
Got
and
it.
then the member at large will bring it to the rest of the board.
Okay, excellent. What's the main purpose? So anybody's watching this, obviously we're going to share this on your channel. What is the main purpose or the goal, mission statement, if you will, of JSLB?
Yeah, so we are a nonprofit for women, and our whole goal is to give back to other organizations in the Beaufort, Jasper community that also has a mission similar to ours. So women, children, families. And so that's kind of our whole point of our organization, is to raise funds to give back in terms of grants, and then also to provide service within those organizations.
Excellent. You guys just wrapped up the prom boutique, which obviously I don't have. It was my first time going to photograph that, which I was really surprised at the quantity of dresses that were there, and the accessories, the purses, the jewelry and such. And I did catch, I think, 4 or 5 young girls that were outside waiting for rides, and they each had several items with them. So how beneficial is that to you guys? What does that mean to you?
I think that's honestly one of our favorite things that we do, just because we actually get to see like the hard work we're putting in with these girls.
Yeah.
And every year, I swear, it gets better and better. And we have no shortness of like the community helping us out, giving us these dresses. Every year, I'll just ask in my neighborhood Facebook page, like, hey, we have this coming up. And there'll be like 10 women like, yep.
Just
So
that's fantastic. It's great to see when the community comes together to support folks like you and other nonprofits in the community. It just kind of puts a warm feeling in your heart to know that there are still good people in the community and in the world itself. You've got 2 big events coming up, the Jubilee and then the soiree. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so I will talk a little bit about the recruitment soiree.
Okay.
So that is going to be March 24th. It is at the Islands of Beaufort, and there is a gate code. So if you need that code and are interested in coming, we will put it below.
Okay.
And then you can also go to our website to find more information about that. But the recruitment soiree is just for the community to come and learn more about JSLB and what we're about, and kind of what it looks like or entails to become a member. So we do have some like member requirements, such as like dues and meetings and all of that fun stuff that goes along with being a nonprofit. But March 24th is a great opportunity if you're interested in, joining JSLB, or if you're new to the area and don't know like how to get in, because that's really how I got started with JSLB. Is I was new to Beaufort, didn't know anybody really. And so now here I am almost 5 years later as the president, and all of my friends, my second family almost have become from JSLB. And so join us. We'll have beverages, snacks, and then plenty of JSLB girls there to talk and ask all of your questions about who we are, what do we stand for, and what it's like to be a part of JSLB.
Perfect. Yeah.
And I actually got, I originally went out and did it. A friend of mine was in it. I was a former military spouse.
Okay.
And once I got out of that realm, that world, I found that I needed more friendships that didn't exist just in the military world. And I wanted people that, had that heart to volunteer, just like I did. So it's a really good organization.
It's always nice to find like-minded people, or to surround yourself with folks that you trust their values and you respect them. And yeah, it's really good to have. It's,
So do you want me to speak on Jubilee?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I was actually Jubilee co-chair last year, so I guess I'm pretty good at speaking for that. Shout out to Jordan Player, who is also my co-chair. So Jubilee it's our annual fundraiser that we do in the springtime, and that is actually where we give our grants out. So last year we actually gave out $20,000 worth of grants.
Wow.
At the Jubilee, you pay for your ticket. If you are interested, you can either get it from a Junior Service League member, or you can go online. We do have a Facebook event page for it.
Yep.
But that's also, we have silent auction. So if you're wanting to contribute silent auction item, you can do that. If you want to sponsor it, you can do that. And all of this money that we raise this year's Jubilee will then go to grant recipients the following year.
Got it. Understood. That makes sense. So out of how many? So $20,000 was given out. Out of what is that broken down to? How many people got those grants?
That was good.
So last year we gave out to 12 different organizations. So like Kappa, Hopeful Horizon, the Good Neighbor Clinic, AMI Kids. I mean, it's a variety of organizations, and you can find that on our website and like where and how much we gave to each one of those organizations. This year we are actually in the current process of going through our grant applications and just kind of picking out those that align with our mission and scoring them and awarding them. So all of those will be awarded at this year's Jubilee, which is April 29th, and it will be held at the Historic Arsenal downtown. I
went last year and photographed that event. It's the courtyard itself is gorgeous, but once the way you guys decorate it and just filling that with people and the music and the ambiance, it's very nicely done. So I encourage everybody to come out this year, get a ticket, and you support great causes all the way across.
And we also, a great thing that we love to do too is focus on other organizations in the community as far as the band. For example, this year is going to be the Cluster Shucks.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of people know them. We're using Lowcountry Tap, but we're hoping Shell Ring is one of our sponsors, so we're going to use his beer. Different things like that, just to make sure we're giving back to our community in other ways as well.
For sure. Yes, supporting local within your deal. Nick is great. We're actually wrapping a van for Nick at Shell Ring now. We're in the process of doing that, but he's done extremely well for himself and putting his business out. He partnered with Lee Distributor, and I think that's been a great partnership for him to help do things like this. Fun fact, I designed his first set of can labels when those first came out last year, I think. Anyway, small.
And then another plug is we always get like a piece of jewelry donated from Bay Street Jewelers. And so with that necklace or that set of earrings, which this year it's a gorgeous necklace, we do a champagne raffle. And so it's just a raffle, and then at the end of the night, we'll call a number, and then the lucky winner will get to go home with a nice piece of jewelry from Bay Street Jewelers.
Last year's was gorgeous.
Yes.
It definitely was. So excited. They're great. Again, another cornerstone business that's been downtown forever. They took over Fox Jewelers and put it in Bay Street Jewelry. They're fantastic. They do a lot of great things.
This year is going to be a black Tahitian pearl necklace. So just a little bit different, but cool looking.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to plug or talk about?
Yes. So we are still accepting service applications.
Yeah.
And so what that basically means is if there's another nonprofit in the organization that just needs a little bit more hands-on or would like JSLB to come, once a month or just a one-and-done project, we are still accepting those applications, and you can find that online. And we will start or doing those hands-on activities usually in September or October when the
Okay.
lead year gets started back.
Nice. And we were talking about this briefly before we started recording that, how beneficial that is to have those extra set of hands, whatever that is. So what are some of the most obscure things you guys have ever done?
So the one long-standing project we've always done is Kappa. So
Okay.
we do like Terrific Tuesdays with Kappa.
Okay.
And so we do something fun every month with the kids.
Okay.
We've done karaoke night. I think this upcoming month we are going to do like tie-dye shirt night.
Okay.
We've done a project in the past with the Good Neighbor Clinic where we've had made like a PowerPoint for them.
Oh, nice.
What else have we done, Diana?
I know there's Hopeful Horizons.
Yep.
We go in there and kind of do the same thing that we do with Kappa, except it's with usually the parents
Okay.
or moms and children.
Yeah.
Whatever they need. Sometimes, it's just bringing dinner
Yeah.
or whatever.
How
So,
fulfilling is that to
yeah.
know that you've helped somebody in a way that you didn't think would be helpful, but to them it's very appreciative, and they wanted that done.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
We've also done Habitat for Humanity. Sometimes they ask, again, it's dependent on whether they put in that service request
Yeah.
and what they need.
Right.
So we try to help out there when we can, have girls go out and help build, or maybe show up when one of the houses is being given out.
Is that a word of mouth kind of a thing? Is it something like, so say one nonprofit tells another person, oh, the JSLB came in and did this, or how do you guys typically get those service requests?
I think it's 100% word of
Yeah.
mouth. We're a small community, so we tend to talk around, and
Doesn't take much.
those projects do get recognized and whatnot. And so, it is word of mouth, or our membership within JSLB typically lasts about 5 years, and then
Okay.
they become sustainers, almost like an alumni.
Nice.
And so then we have alumni that go on to work for these nonprofits or are on the board of these nonprofits. And so they always pitch us,
Yeah.
when they can.
Yeah, of course.
And so that's usually how it gets
Okay.
started.
Fantastic. That's good.
Social media, too.
Social media helps. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it goes a long way. So head to JSLB website. We're going to have it right here. You can find all the events, the upcoming Jubilee, the soiree, the recruitment soiree, and is the service request
Yes.
on there as well?
The applications are on there as
Applications
well.
on there as well. Okay. Everything is a great website. Very clean, very legible. It's very easy to read and to navigate.
And
So,
same thing. Like if you want to sponsor or just donate to, everything is on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
to
Yeah.
see.
Perfect. So all the information's on the website right here. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you
It's
for
been-
having
it's been
us.
fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks everybody.
Okay.